Hey, Julian here. Just think of a 2,000-foot wave coming straight at a person at 45 miles per hour. This is what J. Harlan Bretz proposed happened 10,000 years ago in the last ice age. He went on many research trips to the Scaplands and had many discoveries of the Earth's past. I will explain in detail who J. Harlan Bretz was, some of his discoveries and physical features he found, and some other explorers that helped him. Category 1. Who was J. Harlan Bretz? J. Harlan Bretz was a high school geology and biology teacher. He loved teaching this subject so much he got a professor's degree in both of them. J. Harlan Bretz received the Penrose Medal, which is the highest award for the Geologic Society. He received the medal at age 96, and the medal is now given to the senior who had the most outstanding year taking the class. Bretz proposed an outrageous theory in 1923 that the Scaplands were carved in days or maybe even a week. Many scientists disagreed with him and said that things at that large scale do not exist in the world now. Category 2. What did Bretz discover? J. Harlan Bretz figured out that the Scaplands of Washington were carved by a catastrophic ice age flood 10,000 years ago. He did not know where the water came from, so many geologists disagreed with him and said that it happened from a very large storm. Bretz discovered lines on the walls of a canyon. He kept thinking, and then it hit him. The floods happened more than once. He concluded that the floods had happened 40 times because of the different sediment deposits on the walls of the canyons. Bretz also discovered large ripples in some of the basins. He concluded that ripples were 10 feet from tip to tip, made by massive waves of the floods. Category 3. What other geologists helped J. Harlan Bretz? Heresy was the first person to visit the place where Glacial Lake Missoula was. He visited the area in 1878. J.T. Party and J. Harlan Bretz were geological rivals until Bretz was almost exiled. J.T. Party also figured out the water Bretz was looking for was in the Glacial Lake Missoula. Richard Waite, a graduate student of Bretz, uncovered evidence for multiple flood events. He helped Bretz uncover the 40 sediment deposits, concluding the theory. And I quote, "Ideas without precedent are generally looked upon with disfavor, and men are shocked if their conceptions of an orderly world are challenged." This is what J. Harlan Bretz said when confronting the Scientific and Geologic Council. What this quote means is that ideas with no backup are usually looked down on because some people think the world is perfect when it really is not. J. Harlan Bretz was a brilliant man, and he had a catastrophic impact in our state.
This is the Clark Fork River in Idaho before being dammed by the Cordilleran ice sheet 10,000 years ago. As you can see, the dam came over the Clark Fork River in Idaho, and only a little trickle of water has come out of it. The ice dam that was blocking the river broke because the temperature in the water rose, causing the dam to split in half. The Columbia River Gorge was greatly affected by this catastrophe in one good way, by bringing tourism to the area. The rocks in a bunch are the Calamaneros, and the water reservoir above that is the Willamette Valley. The Narrows forced water to block and create a very large open area. When the water flowed to the Pacific, it somewhat went over mountains and other very large features, crushing everything in its path.